it's Erica. Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk to you about the YA fantasy series I want to read. Now I don't own the majority of these series yet, but these are just YA fantasy books that I want to read in the near future. The first series that I want to read is A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. Everyone on BookTube knows about this series. I haven't read it yet, but I would really like to. I don't know much about this series other than it's about fae, and the first book is a Beauty and the Beast retelling. That's pretty much all I know about it. I've managed to avoid any spoilers or any further details about this series, and I want to keep it that way until I finally pick up this series. I've read the first 4 books in her Throne of Glass series, so hopefully I like this series as well. The next YA fantasy series I want to get to is actually a duology, called Eon by Alison Goodman. Eon's life has been spent studying magic and sword work. Eon wants to be chosen as the Dragon Eye, who is an apprentice to the 12 energy dragons of good fortune. Eon is actually a girl named Iona, who's masquerading as a 12-year-old boy. Females in this society are forbidden to use dragon magic, and if anyone found out her secret, her death would be assured. I mentioned this book in my March and April book haul, and this book sounds interesting, so hopefully I like it. Next up, I hope to read the 7 Realms series by Cinda Chima, and The Demon King is the first book. Han Alistair and his best friend named Dancer confront these 3 evil wizards one day. They come across an amulet that used to belong to the Demon King. The Demon King destroyed the world many millennia ago, so the main character and his best friend need to find out more about this amulet and try to defeat these wizards and an evil king that's in this society. I don't know much about this book or this series in general. All I know is that it's a popular YA fantasy series and it was talked about many years ago on BookTube. So hopefully I like this first book in this series, since I want to read more fantasy this year. The next series I want to get to is the His Fair Assassins trilogy by LeFevers, and the first book in this trilogy is called Grave Mercy. I think each book in this trilogy follows a different retelling of some kind, and Grave Mercy loosely follows the story of Little Red Riding Hood. I don't know much about Grave Mercy other than the fact that the main character becomes an assassin, and there's romance in this trilogy. I've heard great things about this trilogy, so hopefully I like it. The next YA fantasy series I want to get to is The Remnant Chronicles by Mary E. Pearson, the first book being A Kiss of Deception. This book series is talked a lot about on BookTube, and it's really popular. A lot of people love this YA fantasy series, and it sounds like it could be an intriguing one for me. I heard that it has a lot of action and romance, so hopefully I like it. I don't know much about this first book other than what I've heard from other people. The main character is sought after by 2 suitors. One is a prince and one is a thief, and you don't really know which character is which until the end of the first book. That's pretty much all I know about this series going into it, but I've heard really great things about it, so hopefully I love it as much as everyone else. The last series that I want to get to is Threats of Sea and Sky by Jennifer Allison. This is the first book in the Elemental series. This book follows the main character who's a barmaid, and she doesn't want to be a part of the king's army. But when it's discovered that the main character's father is a traitor to the king takes the main character's father captive, and in order to save her dad, she needs to find a way to bargain with the king in order to save their lives. This series sounds really interesting to me, and I hear there's also a romance for the main character in this book, so I'm really intrigued. I'm not sure when I'll get to all of these series, but I hope to read at least some of them in the summer or the fall. In the comments down below, tell me what YA fantasies you're looking forward to reading. I want to get into more fantasy this year, so hopefully I like this series. If you want to see more videos from me, I'll put some videos up on the screen in case you guys want to check those out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one.